Make no mistake about this, the reality in this text in relationship to Simeon's word is that when light is revealed, there are going to be some people who reject it. This is what Simeon says according to the word of God. He says to the parents as they are amazed, he said, this child is destined to cause many in Israel to fall, but he will be a joy to many others. And he has been sent as a sign from God, but many will oppose, many will resist. And the truth is that light always creates a level of resistance. Let me tell you what, it doesn't matter what anybody says, the CIA was wrong to torture people. And if your president doesn't say that the leadership that allowed it to happen is criminal, then I hold him culpable. You can't have it both ways. And if you're going to lead people, you got to tell people what's right. And to pretend like Mr. Bush and Mr. Cheney should be absolved just because you are part of the presidential club, that ain't leadership. That's cowardice. And when light reveals what's dark and vile, you got to speak to it no matter who you are, no matter where you are. And if you pardon them, there's a problem. Because they are war criminals. And somebody's got to appreciate crime in the White House the same way there's crime in every other neighborhood. From the outhouse to the whorehouse to the White House, if it's criminal, it's criminal. Don't lock up thugs who carry 9mm if you won't lock up thugs who carry fountain pens. Because when light shines in the darkness, you've got to expose it no matter who you are, no matter where you are. That's why what we need is a culture of truth tellers while we wait for the world to change. Because the transformation of the world with people who are silent and won't say what needs to be said, this is why you on your job needs to be committed to saying what is true, no matter what the consequences might be. Because if you don't speak up, you are culpable. And when you see sin and don't address it, you are just as guilty as the perpetrators who do it. That's true outside the church. That's true inside the church. When you know people who you sing with, pray with, preach with, teach with, sit with, when you realize that people are engaged in stuff that's foul and you keep your mouth shut, you are just as culpable. This ain't no insurance company. We support each other while we tell each other you wrong. And when light is exposed in the midst of darkness, there was always rejection of it. There was always resistance of it. I feel that way about the White House, but I feel that way about the hood. You can't shoot unarmed teenage black men. You can't do that. I think nobody is going to say that's wrong. You can't shoot me for resisting arrest. Now, resisting arrest is never appropriate, but I shouldn't have to die for it. And I'm completely frustrated with Christian leaders who won't say it. It's not right, it's wrong, and we could have a different kind of world if we knew how to speak the truth, no matter what the repercussions might be. Simeon has recognized that the truth has come, but he's also recognized that a part of that truth demands that he say something. And what he says to Mary amazes Joseph and Mary. You would think that at this point, Joseph and Mary could no longer be amazed by anything.